Dr. Jeff back, and I'm going to answer a question I get asked all the time about the Ironman Triathlon. And that is it okay to walk during the run? Or can I really call myself an Ironman if I have to walk the run, part of the run course? And the answer is, of course you can't walk. Are you kidding me? You can't call yourself a triathlete or Ironman finisher if you walk the marathon. Just kidding. Obviously, just kidding. Hey, I'd say about, more than half, 70% of the people are going to be walking the thing, okay? Even if you're a seasoned athlete and you're a really good a runner, bad things happen, okay? Drink too much water, get side stitches, GI problems, things happen, okay? And that you might have to walk. I was doing a race one time, and here's the thing. It was Ironman Arizona. It was 100 degrees outside. People were cramping all over the place. I didn't remember seeing one person run on that course. It was pure survival. And this one guy just kept asking me, he's like, hey, have you done one of these races before? And I'm like, yeah, we're both walking. We're in zombie mode because, we've been out there forever. It was over 100 degrees that day. And he's going, can I really call myself an Ironman? I'm walking this thing. And I was like, of course, man, you're still doing the distance, okay? Hey, walking is just part of it. It's going to happen. And in fact, I would actually advise you to plan that if you're kind of a guy who's just trying to finish, or finish, if you're not trying to win the thing, or win your age group, plan on doing a run-walk right from the beginning, okay? When you get off that bike, you're going to be achy and stiff. It's going to be hard to run. You have aid stations every mile. So best case scenario is in your training, run however long it takes you to do mile, whatever that is, and then walk a little bit, and then run again. And so if it takes you 10 minutes to run a mile, practice in your training, running for 10 minutes, and then walking for a couple minutes, and then running for 10 minutes. Because generally what's going to happen, like I said, you're going to go from one aid station to the next aid station, stop, walk, drink some water, get a little food to eat, whatever you need to do as you're going through those aid stations. And the Ironman aid stations, they stretch out. They're pretty big. It's not just one little table. People's pan out. And then try to run again to the next aid station. But yeah, it's okay to walk. And you'll be amazed at how many people are out there are walking. Don't feel bad if you have to walk. Here's another tip though. Make sure you're running, you get a pace on your watch. It shows the pace. Because like I said, bad things happen. And there's a difference between maybe walking a 20-minute mile or walking a 13-minute mile. That's 7 minutes could happen. And if you got a pace on, you could sit there, okay, bad, I can't run, my knee hurts. I got degenerative knees. At some point during the race, I'm usually walking because my knees give out. Side stitches, you're running into side stitches. But you know what? If your knee hurts, if a side stitch happens, I can lick down my pace and I can power walk. I could really hustle. And if I look at that pace, and I can keep that, I'm doing a 14-minute, 13-minute power walk. Well, that's better than the zombie 20-minute pace. And if you have that pace on your watch, it's going to help you. It's going to save a ton of time, but you could just say, okay, I'm walking, I have to walk, but let me still keep a fast, pace through that. So bottom line, yeah, it's okay to walk. Power walking, sometimes you could power walk actually faster than you could run, and it actually feels better on the body and the whole GI or stomach system. That's why I have my athletes, or I also suggest athletes, add in hiking with their training, okay? Don't think that you need to just go run miles and miles and miles. I suggest you put on a backpack with some heavy weights, climb some hills, power walk. You're walking around with, 50, 60, 70 pounds in that backpack. Now you're hiking through hills or whatever. That's a great workout for this to train. Like I said, for most people, the Ironman marathon is more like a power hike than it is a marathon. And a lot of people think it is the marathon, okay? And for most people, the majority of people, it's not. So bottom line, is it okay to walk during the Ironman? Can you call yourself an Ironman finisher if you finish the Ironman and have to walk? Yes, of course you can. So any questions whatsoever, feel free to drop me an email.